8 months ago, I sat down with myself. It was March. It was almost a year ago. March 2021. I sat down with myself on the couch in an Airbnb that I was renting, and I had it was like an 8.5, maybe 9 hour conversation with myself. Bro, you know what kind of patience that takes? Okay. I digress. I had 8.5 to 9 hour conversation with myself about the next 8 to 9 months of my life and what was gonna play out. And every single thing that I said in that conversation manifested into reality. Every single thing. Like, I'm not kidding. Tonight I was working, and I remember, so like after I had the conversation, it was such a long conversation that I like kind of forgot everything because I didn't write it down. I was just talking out loud to myself. So after the conversation, I went to bed and I kind of forgot everything that I said, right? So like everything that I've been experiencing, when I experience it, I have like deja vu of like, oh shit, I said this to myself in this conversation. So that's been happening to me for like the past 8.5, 9 months. But today was the cherry on the fucking cake, because I remember, and this is a crazy thing because the whole conversation was about me and my twin flame and how we're going to like end up together and the journey that we were going to take. And this was right after the first time that we had sex, and I had a crazy amount of like weird ass energy from the two of us. You see the wind right now? Oh my god. Okay, so tonight, at the end of the conversation with myself, when I had this conversation in March of, I think it might have actually been April. Of April 2021. I remember saying to myself, like, the past 3 days I've described pretty accurately for what has happened, but tonight I was serving at my job, and I've manifested everything down to like me even being a server at this place. And it's been a crazy journey because it's all been like me building up my own confidence in manifesting, which is just insane. But I manifested, well, I was saying out loud to myself, okay, it's gonna be super slow, and everybody else is not gonna make money. And it's gonna be like this for like 2 weeks, and it's gonna be when I first start serving, that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like the restaurant's super slow, and no one's making money. And there's a person staring at me, and I can feel it. Okay, anyway. So the other night when I was working, it was my like first actual server shift that I was put on the schedule for. Every other one I had like picked up shifts and stuff. And so Monday when I was working, I made $30, literally $30. And it was a direct reflection of like how I was feeling, my vibration, everything. And I had this conversation with myself in April of last year. And then, tonight, my second like server shift that was like actually part on the schedule, I was talking to myself X amount of months ago, and I was like, yeah, so the first night is gonna be super shitty because of my lack of confidence in my own ability to create abundance for myself, which is crazy. And then I'm gonna get myself out of that rut. I'm gonna get myself out of that vibration by spending a lot of time alone with myself. So what did I do today? I spent all day alone with myself, just like watching movies, like doing me shit, indulging in my inner child. And then I come to work, and it's like kind of slow again, right? But I'm like, I have this like great attitude. I'm like happy to be here. I'm just like excited for life. And then I get, and this is exactly what I said in the conversation, like I can't even relay that enough, but I get an 8 top, which is like 8 people, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good, like I'm gonna have a good night. First thing I get in, I have like 2 tables right away, which is amazing. And then I get sat an 8 top, and I literally said in the conversation with myself, it's gonna be 8 people. And I was going back and forth like, oh, it's gonna be 6. No, actually I want it to be 8 because 8 is the number of abundance. Today is the 222 portal, 2222 portal, and I was like, it's gonna happen on that day. And then I'm just talking to myself, don't mind me. And then I get So like I knew the tip was gonna be something crazy, and I had another table before this 8-top finished that was a tip total of, because gratuities included, a tip total of 666. And I literally said that in the conversation with myself. I was like, oh, it's gonna be 666 for balance, because everyone thinks 666 is such a bad number, but I don't feel that way about it. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a table and it's gonna be 666, and this is how I'm gonna know that my vibration has completely shifted and I'm not the same person anymore, and I'm going into an age of abundance in my life, and it's the year of the water tiger. Okay, anyway, I digress. And then so the 8-top, when I go to look at the check, because I thought that they were almost done, the total of my automatic gratuity was 11159. 11159. Okay, first of all, 111, I've been seeing that like crazy the past few days, past few weeks. 5 is the number of change, 9 is the number of endings. Oh my God, what? And then they ended up ordering more, so my tip was actually 114.11. 114.11. And if that's not divine enough, because that's a number sandwich in itself, the guy added $30, so the tip ended up being 144.11. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? And what's so crazy about that is literally in the conversation with myself, I was like, oh, he's gonna add $50. And then I was like, wait, no, because I remember it. Now that it's happened, I remember it. I was like, oh, he's gonna add $50. And then I was like, wait, no, I don't want to be too greedy. He's only gonna add 30, and then it's gonna be a really divine number, like a bunch of ones, and there's gonna be a 4 in there somewhere. Excuse me, what? Like, excuse me, what? Because I was testing myself. The past like few months, I've been manifesting things really specific, and some of the things aren't things that I like, and I've been learning to detach from being so specific, because sometimes that limits us. So I've been learning to detach from being so specific, and so that I can attract more abundance in more different ways. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be specific, but not too specific. And that was like the ending of my conversation. And bro, I just hope that I get to see the love of my life after this, because that would just make me fucking so happy. Okay, that's it. This is like 8 minutes and I'm done talking now. I'm gonna go home. All right, I love myself and I love you so much. Thank you, past version of me. Thank you, present version of me. Thank you, future version of me. We about to get this money. And when I was rolling silverware tonight, I was like, yeah, I really like working here, but I don't think I'm gonna work here that much longer. You wanna know why? Because my business is about to take off, bitch. Yeah, I'm getting all the money. All the money in the world is mine, and it's gonna come to me because I'm allowing it to. I don't have to have a fucking reason for it to come to me. It's just gonna come. That's it. I love it. All right, I'm done. Bye. Mwah.